Now that Super Sunday is finally here, what can we expect from Super Bowl 53? My name is Mike Petralia. As you can see, outside Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in downtown Atlanta alongside Evan Lazar. First of all, before we get to the predictions of the game, the final score, what kind of tempo do you expect from the start of this game?
Fast.
Do you? Why?
I expect fast on both sides of the ball. Both of these offenses want to move at a pretty good pace. Now, the Patriots like to slow down the game in the first quarter and then maybe end at a faster pace, but the Rams are one of those teams that are constantly getting to the line of scrimmage quickly. They want to quick snap the ball, get the defense off balance, not give the defense a second to set themselves and kind of figure out what the formation is, that kind of thing. I think both of these teams, both of these offenses are going to want to move at a quick pace.
Okay, that's interesting to me because in so many of the previous Super Bowls, the Patriots and Bill Belichick have used the first quarter as kind of a feeling out period. So you're saying it might be a little different this time?
I think it's going to be. I think it's going to be a little different. I think we're going to see some scoring in the first half, and maybe it actually slows down in the second half a little bit when, winning time comes around. I think Tom Brady, Bill Belichick, Josh McDaniels will then want to slow the game down and keep the ball out of Jared Goff and Sean McVay's hands and really set the tone in the fourth quarter. I think early on in this game, the Patriots, you could probably make the argument that kind of having that feeling out process has cost them a few times in the Super Bowl in the past. I think that Belichick kind of flips the script here today.
The other thing we've seen in the first two playoff games this year for the Patriots against the Chargers and the Chiefs, quick starts on the very first drive. They've been able to march down the field and score. How important has that been, and how important will it be today?
It's huge because what it does is it allows them to set the standard for the game, right? When they can set the run offensively to keep the defense off balance, and on the other side of the ball, they know the team is going to have to pass the ball to get back into the game, so that allows them to get creative with the pass rush and get after the quarterback. That's why you've seen those pressure numbers really increase over the last 2 weeks. Bill Belichick talks about it all the time. When you can't stop the run as a defense, then you don't know what's coming, right? And it's hard to pin your ears back and get after the quarterback. When you get that lead, you kind of know that they're going to have to pass their way back into it, and that's what we've seen. 14-0 lead at halftime against the Chiefs. That obviously that blitz that they put on the Chargers where they were up 28-0, 28-3 right off the bat of that, 28-7, right off the bat of that game. So I think that really the Patriots want to play with the lead. They want to set the tempo. They want to set the tone physicality-wise with the running game.
This Patriots Super Bowl report is brought to you by our great friends at 1-in-100. Go to clnsmedia.com/beatla for your chance to win in a raffle luxury suite tickets to the Celtics and Lakers, February 7th. Premium tickets to the Celtics and Lakers for the cost of a large beer. Again, go to clnsmedia.com/beatla. All right, I think Ndamukong Suh and Aaron Donald are going to be two of the keys on the defensive side of the ball. Who winds up putting more pressure on Tom Brady? Aaron Donald or Ndamukong Suh?
99. Aaron Donald, he's unblockable. Bill Belichick called him at some points this season, in the last 2 weeks.
Even with double and triple teams?
I think that you can block him with double teams. Triple teams is going to be tough. I mean, then you're really allocating a lot of resources to one guy, and this front four is too skilled, in my opinion, to do what they kind of did against Aaron Donald in 2016, where they just completely took him out of the game. Now you have Suh, you have Brockers, you have Dante Fowler. There's too many, horses in this defense now to just focus on Aaron Donald, so they're going to have to spread out some of their resources elsewhere. He's the key to this game for me on the Rams when the Patriots have the ball and on the Rams defense. If the Patriots can somewhat slow down Donald, then they have a chance in this game. If he's his normal self and he's getting in the backfield, remember Tom Brady's quick release only matters when you can block the guys up front for the first 2 seconds of that release. Donald has the most pressures in the league of under 2 seconds. That is going to be a huge key to here today.
Offensively, who has the biggest game for Tom Brady? James White, Sony Michel, Rob Gronkowski, Julian Edelman, or option E, none of the above?
Well, we're doing a prop bets video here in a second, so you can go check that out. Sony Michel right now, at least the last time I checked, was plus 1,200 for Super Bowl MVP. If I'm a betting man, I'm going and taking that bet because out of all the players that, other than Tom Brady, that have a chance to win Super Bowl MVP, I think it's Sony Michel because I think the Patriots, how they have always done it in this postseason, is run the football. I think that that's going to continue here today. Sony Michel has 150 yards and a couple of touchdowns. He might be looking at Super Bowl MVP.
If the Patriots win this game, they match the Pittsburgh Steelers for the most Super Bowls in the Super Bowl era with 6. If the Patriots win, who becomes the defensive MVP against this Rams offense?
I would say that's a good question. I would say it's Stephon Gilmore because I think he's been the MVP of the defense all year long, maybe him or Trey Flowers. But I think the main thing is that he's going to have Robert Woods pretty much on an island, I would expect, most of the day with the double coverage or the safety shading over to Brandon Cooks. It's going to be on Gilmore to kind of lock down his man one-on-one, a little bit like he did against Sammy Watkins. It didn't go quite as planned, and against Keenan Allen, certainly in that first half after that big touchdown, he really shut him down from there on out. That's going to be the key for the Patriots, having their number one corner, their all-pro corner, and Stephon Gilmore, being able to take Woods, who's a very good receiver, is the most reliable receiver on this offense for the Rams, and Jared Goff out of the game.
All right, I think the Patriots are going to really command this game. They're going to get out to a big lead, something like 31-14. Rams score late, 31-21. That is my final for the Patriots winning Super Bowl 53. I think they key on the Rams running game. I don't think Todd Gurley or C.J. Anderson burns them bad. What say you, Evan Lazar?
Well, I'm going with 34-31 Patriots. Are both taking the Patriots. I think the main thing for me is I think there's going to be a lot of offense in this game, but I think it's going to be hard offense, if that makes sense. I think the defense are going to play some ball out here, but I think it's going to be an offensive game. I think we're going to see probably somewhere around 1,000 yards from scrimmage, over 60 points for sure, but I think the Patriots just finishing the game late. The Rams haven't been here before. The Patriots have. I have them finishing the game late. I don't know if it's going to take like a last-second field goal or anything like that, but I think the Patriots close out this game with the ball.
All right. Follow us all game long on CLNSmedia.com and, of course, on Twitter at Patriots CLNS. Outside Mercedes-Benz Stadium, where we will be inside covering, I'm Mike Petralia. He's Evan Lazar, CLNS Media.